Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer with media, keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could into altar. We're talking about you, brought to protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Las Vegas Raiders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Returning it, John Ross.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
39-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
2 yards. It's 3rd down and 5.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find Warner. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
The defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, it made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
At their own 25-yard line.
Will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
And he'll drop here to throw.
They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
1st down.
A shotgun snap for Gone. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Goff throwing again. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They go play action with Hurts. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders 17. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Akers. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down now, Akers. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does It's just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They'll look to run with Akers.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Cam Akers.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Hurts fumbles it.
And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. A big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now Ross to return.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
12 at the 13-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Hurts.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll have a 1st down past the 30. And he's going to be out around the 45-yard line. So a decent game. For him on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Jacobs from the gun. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, Akers. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Goff on 3rd down. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. First down, it's gone. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Goff. And the Raiders have got him. Sean Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
15.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. Going up top for Kupp. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And this carries into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Goff now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw is gone. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. A big play there for L.A. 56 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. Here's Akers. They try and run. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
Sloman on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
The 23-yard line.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Open man is Ross, complete. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. And the intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, but it'll be second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10.
Next to score, Rams 17, Raiders 10. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Rams.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Goff. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To the air again. Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the Raiders' 4-yard line.
Again, Akers. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
Makes the score.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Sam Sloman for the PAT. His kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Second down, here's Hurts. And it's into the hands of Edwards. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They go play action with Hurts. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. It's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Sam Sloman now for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Rams 34, Raiders 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, my goodness, another interception. Picked off about the 31. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for the Rams touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hurts. And now here's another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tackle made at the
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Goff. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. On 4th down, Goff. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. It's David Arnett picking it up. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
at the 11-yard
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. 30. Past the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this one through the uprights and good.
That's the score. Rams 41, Raiders 17. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter, and this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
On first down, Hurts. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Henry Ruggs, incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
John Ross, incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.